Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning into our videos. If you want to see a bit more of what we're doing, hit the subscribe button so you know when we're dropping new content, and the like button so that we know that that's what you like and we'll make more of that sort of stuff. Alrighty, catches. Are you ready? We're on. Okay, hi guys, Kelly here from Flexico. We're just we get asked a little bit like, what's the difference between Ribtrax Smooth and the Ribtrax tile? So I wanted to just go into a little bit more depth with you today about these two tiles and talk a bit about some of the older ones, so as the tiles get older, what do they look like and all that sort of stuff. But look, the main difference really is its functionality. The Ribtrax, because it's ribbed, as its name suggests, the dirt and dust and everything drops through because of those ribs. They don't allow anything to sit flat on the surface. Now the Ribtrax Smooth, which actually they've just recently renamed to Swisstrax, so we'll have to update that for you too, means that stuff can sit on the top. However, this is a really good option for gym workouts, rumpus rooms, places that you still want a good surface, something that isn't going to mark too easily, and it can really give you a fantastic, solution. But it will require a little more cleaning because it's a little flatter on the top. There are pros and cons to both. If you're walking around in barefoot, this is way more comfortable. I personally have no issue with walking around in this, but we get a little bit of feedback about that. So that's something to consider. And then we've got some old tiles. Shall we snap into these ones? So these are a couple of old tiles that yeah, that one didn't look that dirty before. So these are a couple of old tiles. This one here is from the middle of the warehouse floor where I drive my forklift over it all day, every day. And like it's, when you compare them side by side, so brand new to, let's call this one, I've been here 4 years and it was down at the last warehouse. And it was at another car yard before that. So I'm going to call it at least 8 to 9 years old. That has had a lot of wear and tear, and a lot of scratches on the surface and things like that. And I'm sure we can clean that up pretty neatly, but you don't really see it, so if you put them, it really is dirty. If you do see them, side by side, there is a difference obviously because there's a lot of dust on the old one, but you don't see too many of the scratches or anything on there. The downside with the Swisstrax, I get my terminology right, is that you can see a few more scratches on here. So I don't know if you can see that, which means that from a putting up with the rough and toughness of some of the stuff that you can do in your garage, it may not like it as much. You can't drag stuff across this floor without causing it scratches or damage, whereas you can on the Ribtrax. It's got very little surface area, and it does put up with a lot more from everyday use. So that would be what I would obviously have a close-up look at that Swisstrax. It is a very flat surface, so it's good for just about anything really. But yeah, that's the I think the pros and cons of the Ribtrax versus the Ribtrax Smooth. And if you have any more questions, you know where to find us. Cool.